It's a huge customer pick on hsn.com. My good friend Chad Allen is going to tell you a little bit more about it. Chad, you know my affinity for the shimmering chandelier. Look at it, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a crowd favorite, that's for sure. Not just among our customers, but among our hosts as well. It's an item that we all want to get into every show because it's so beautiful. And it shimmers and shines during the daytime because the sun is hitting this, because this is indoors or outdoors, and the sun hits all these reflective squares and it shines and shimmers. But then at night, that's when it really comes to life, because as I pull back these 2 layers of reflective squares and blue turquoise shells, there are those 2 LED globes, one on each of my hands, and then those light from the inside out. And that's what the battery pack on top is powering. You get 3 AAA batteries included with your purchase. So the first set of batteries is on us, it's included. And then we've made some upgrades. We now have a twist top battery lid with that silicone seal that keeps it weather resistant for being outside. No more of those little screws from the years past, which means no more little eyeglass screwdriver anymore. It's really easy and more convenient to change the batteries whenever you have to do that. But if you would never change the batteries, this chandelier by itself is one of the prettiest we've ever done. It is that same silhouette, that same sort of design that we've been doing for 3 or 4 years. So if you are one of the customers who wrote a review saying, like, I cannot believe it's sold out, I needed a second one or a third one, now's your chance to pick it up. So we're talking about a 2-tier chandelier. That's why it looks so dense, and that's why it looks so magical, because it's 2 tiers, and it's 2 rings, stainless steel rings here with springs around them. And the springs are there on purpose, thoughtfully put there to hold each one of these strands in place. You notice I can't push it side to side? That's what makes it great, because if the wind blows and the chandelier falls over, if this is out on your patio and it goes like this, and you go, oh, I don't want to have to untangle that, you don't have to worry, because it goes back down the exact same way you pulled it out of the box. Because when you pull it out of the box, as Guy was just pointing out, it's fully assembled. It's almost, I don't want to call it indestructible, I don't want to say that at all, but when something is meant to be indoors or outdoors, we really do have to upgrade the materials we're using, Guy. And the only mistake, I've read from the reviews, it is my personal opinion as well, but the reviews really talk about this from customers just like you. If you only pick up one, that's the mistake you can make. I don't want you to be disappointed. You might want to balance your design. So if you're thinking about a second or a third, today might be the day to pick it up.
You know what it reminds me of when I look at it? It's almost like when you see a beautiful jellyfish in the water. You know how beautiful the little tendrils are as they hang down. It reminds me of that. It flows. It's like if you took that and you made a chandelier out of that exact design. That's what it's like. I want you to look at it. That's beautiful during the day. But my director, Rebecca, said she's going to lower the lights. And I want you to watch how it transforms as the lights start to go down. So we're going to do sort of a slow, sort of, watch this. Watch. So here it goes. Look at it. Are you kidding me?
Oh, wow.
If that does not sell this item, I don't know what does. I don't have any wind in here, so I'm kind of agitating it, but I have a tendency to do that with people. So you see how beautiful it is. And remember, that light will change inside. It's a color change light. So you're looking at it in the purple. Watch how it'll change to and then it'll go to red, and then you'll see some green in there. It is so beautiful. Can you imagine this out on your patio at night, and you've got people coming over, even you know, for Halloween, you want to have something really interesting outside. Remember, it's not meant to be out in the rain and the snow. I would put it in an area where you could hang it under, you know, an eave or a covered patio. You could bring it out on a nice day if you want to hang it outside. That's fine. Like I said, the wind will only help it. You don't want to put it out in a hurricane, obviously, otherwise you'll go get it in your neighbor's yard, but you want to enjoy it. Look at that shot right there above a table outside. I mean, that is amazing. Huge customer pick. Almost every review is a 5-star review. I love it. Ease of decor, $39.95. If you can't afford $39, what if I cut the price in half? All right, here's how we do it. Get a brand new HSN credit card. $20 off. So this is $40, it'll now be $20. All right, pay a little bit of shipping, handling, and tax, get it home. Also remember, if you know somebody that loves decor and you're like, this would be perfect for Susan, right? Or whoever it is. I want to get this now. I want to squirrel it away. Squirrels, you get the reference. I want to squirrel it away, and I want to give it to them at holiday time. you don't have to return this till the end of January. We have extended holiday returns, so you can use this at your own house for a couple of months, and then you can give it to somebody if you want to, so take advantage of that. We are very busy, as we always are. I don't know if we're gonna get another order for these. Chad knows more about that stuff a little bit than me, but I will tell you, we have a hard time, Chad, keeping this in stock, and I think it's just because it is so beautiful. It's so unusual, it's so unique.
Yeah, it's not a secret because the customers seem to know more than we do when it comes to this particular chandelier. We only do it twice a year. We bring a little bit in the spring and a little bit in the fall. Quite frankly, we just can't get a lot of them because of how intricate and how these are handmade. I mean, you got to keep that in mind. There is springs around each of the rings, right? Springs around each of the rings of the stainless steel rings, and then each one of these strands has to be put on that. And if you look at it, and when you get it home, you're really going to notice every reflective square and every turquoise shell has its own little O-ring that connects each single one. Those all have to be assembled. And then on top of all that, it has to be assembled onto this chain with the nice O-ring at the top. And it's 2 layers, don't forget. That's why it looks so dense. And it almost creates this illusion. So as it's moving, it almost seems like some sort of like fancy, Vegas magic trick, because you're like, how thick and how dense is that chandelier? How big is that? Because it really draws your eye. And as you look out your kitchen window to your patio, you're going to just smile every time you see it, because it really is gorgeous. But it is portable because it is fully assembled. You don't have to worry much about it. You can take it to the campground in the RV. My mom, they hang them on either side of the awning that comes off of the RV, and it hangs from each side because it's battery operated. This is not something you have to call an electrician for or find an outlet or run an extension cord. Every interior design magazine, every store you walk into, the trick for interior design is lighting, okay? And that works for outdoor patios as well. So if you're looking for the quickest, easiest, most convenient way to really get that upgrade in your home, change up your decor, this is the way to do it. Lighting is the way to do it. And why not do it with a beautiful chandelier by Georgia Brown Home and Garden, somebody who's been bringing us these chandeliers for years after year, Guy. And every single chandelier we present always goes on to be a customer pick.
Yeah.
And you're right, this is the final quantities of the rest of the year until I think March or April of next year.
I just, you know what it is? It's just different, and there's so many things that anybody can hang a lamp outside, anybody can hang a light. This shows a whole nother level of sophistication. I mean, let's put it this way. If this was $139, I wouldn't bat an eye. I'm looking at all the detail on this. There's no machine that can easily do all this, okay? This is a lot of handiwork right here. Look at all the mirrors. And by the way, Chad was talking about 2 layers. So there's 1 layer, and then when I pull apart, see, there's another layer behind it. So it gives you that depth. It gives you, these are like little mirrors. I don't know if you can see them right there. Those are just little mirrors, each one reflecting light, depending on how it catches the sun. And you see, those are all the little mirrors that are attached to it as well. No assembly. Turn it on at 7 or 8 o'clock at night and get 4 hours of just the most beautiful display. Can we lower the lights one more time, or are we done with that? Oh, good. They're going to do it one more. So I want you to see. Ready to be wowed? So pretty right there, right? Oh, look how pretty. It's a shimmering chandelier. Oh, my gosh. And then watch with the light. There goes Jed. There goes the lights. Okay, ready? Watch. Watch, watch, watch. I'm going to move it a little bit. Okay, I'm going to step away. Here we go. Lights are going down. I feel it. Look at that. Nice, Jed. Look at how beautiful. And remember, as the wind hits it, this is what it looks like. All right, now look. What? I mean, you got to order it. You know you do. Buy 2. Get 1 for you and get 1 for your neighbor or your buddy or your kids at school or your grandkids. You know what? You would love this. My son's girlfriend, Lily, she lives with a couple of their nurses and our nursing students. And I'm like, that would be so cool in their dorm, right? Or in their apartment. How cool is that? All right, if you want it, $599-977. We do have to move on. $13.32. Chad Allen, always a pleasure, my friend. Are you on the rest of the show, or is this it for you? One and done.
I'm not back till 1 p.m. You got to finish the show without me, Guy.
All right, well, I will. I'll do my best, brother. Thanks, Chad.
All right. Bye.
Hey, don't forget $20 gift credit card offer. You get that for half price. You get it for $19.95. Don't forget too, we are also doing